Good morning. Cyndy here. I'm not sure what day of the week it is. We've had a thing. I've been here caring for my dad for 6.5 months with his increasing dementia, and then battling through C. diff with him for quite a few weeks. And then now we came to the end of that. Increasingly needed assistance. I was coming to the end of what I could do, just emotionally and physically, becoming really tired. And he went into hospice, or no, sorry, not hospice, respite care on Monday. And with prayer for a long-term bed to open up for him in the next weeks. And it's been really heartbreaking. I've cried so much in the last week. It's like some sort of deep ripping within me. And I've been reminded of futility. And the presence of the Lord strong even in that. We are invited to bring ourselves to the table, to show up for our own lives and for each other's lives in different ways at different times, to offer ourself and our wherewithal and our energies and our heart. And sometimes I think we kind of come at that from two sides, two extremes, right? Where we refuse to show up and we refuse to engage and to pour forth what we have to offer. Or where we come on as the hero and we think that everything that we do will create something miraculous. But it's the middle ground, I think, is where we land. This understanding that we come and we bring everything we have to the table, and we show up with our full self and energy and wherewithal and capacity and heart and mind and spirit, and it still may not be enough. And that there's always a finiteness to what we do and who we are in the world. But that's okay. And when we can hold the tension of these things, I think is when we're healthy and strong and resilient. It's so important to have a resilience and to have sort of this buffer of understanding that, yes, we do what we can do and we show up, and we can show up in real strength and as a gift to someone, somewhere, somehow, for some time, in some place. But it doesn't all land with us, and we can't bear the full weight, and everything we can bring isn't ultimately enough, or how we might want it to be enough. I remember years ago, my sister and I had gone to LA and visited the Dream Center there. And we were able to have lunch with the fellow who ran the meals every week. And by that time, I had already come to understand that, and in context of ministry, that we can bring everything we have, and it still won't ever be enough, because the needs of this world are profound. And so I asked him. I had a feeling he would understand this. And so over lunch, I said to him, oh, well, I should actually tell you that the Dream Center at that time, 5 days a week, was making 600 meals a day for those on Skid Row. Oh, so that's a lot. It's a big production, right? It's a lot of eating. It's a lot of food. It's a lot of offering. It's a lot of showing up. So in that context, I asked the man who was running this, I said, so with everything that you do, all of the meals, week after week after week, year after year after year, how do you walk in the reality that it's still not enough? Even with everything you're doing, it's still not enough. And he didn't even bat an eye, knew immediately what I was talking about. And he said to me, would you remember when John the Baptist was in prison and they came to him and they asked him who he was, and he said, I am not the Christ. And he said, that's what I remember. I'm not the Christ. Yeah. The Lord was reminding me this week that, my dad is living his own life. And his story carries on now without my daily participation, much as it did for all the other 93 and a half years of his life. And that the Lord is with him. The Christ is with him, upon him, within him, beside him, for him. And that, as privileged as I have been to be with him and to have these months, so thankful. I'm not the Christ. I'm not the Christ for my dad in any way, shape, or form, even though we've done well, me and my family, the family and I, we've done well these months. So where we come to the end of ourselves is often where then there's this awareness of the Lord. And sometimes we don't have the awareness of the Lord until we come to the end of ourselves. And so futility is a gift, even as heartbreaking as it may be, as circumstances may be, and as difficult as things may be. So I leave you with that. Thanks, you guys. Bless you.